nice to meet you. I just have a couple of questions. What is Silicon Valley Comes to the UK?
Silicon Valley Comes to the UK is a series of events in London and in Cambridge that brings entrepreneurs who have been successful starting businesses in the US here to the UK to share ideas and give some inspiration. It takes place over a week in November, and this year we're bringing the entrepreneurs into secondary schools. Building on some pilot programs we had last year, we are bringing handfuls of entrepreneurs into secondary schools to speak to students about why starting a company and building a company, scaling it up, is a great career choice.
What does scale a business mean?
That's a really good question. Scaling a business means growing it big so that more people can use it, more people can benefit from it, and so that it can be as successful as possible. A bigger business is better than a smaller business.
So what types of entrepreneurs will be coming? I mean, like from Google or like stuff like The Apprentice?
These are entrepreneurs that are top-notch. These are people that are very well known and have been very successful. These are founders and CEOs, people with a lot of vision for implementing what they do and being successful. So yes, they're from Google, and yes, they're from LinkedIn, and yes, they're from startups in Silicon Valley like Care.com.
What kind of students would you like to attend?
As we're going into secondary schools, students in years 8 up through the 6th form have the most to benefit from this program. As you're thinking about what to study for GCSE or A-level, or maybe even what you want to learn in university, this year is very exciting because over 1,000 students in London and Cambridge are going to be taking part in Silicon Valley Comes to the UK. And next year we hope many more schools and many more students will participate as well.
What sort of things will we learn if the entrepreneurs come to our school?
The kinds of things you'll learn is about what being an entrepreneur it is, about that state of mind of wanting to change something that's meaningful for you. You'll hear the stories of what was important for these entrepreneurs. You'll hear probably what they studied, maybe what they learned, what they wish they had learned, and how they're applying that to real world circumstances.
What will the teachers like about it?
We think teachers are going to like a lot of things about this program. First of all, it gets really inspiring speakers to come to your school and to speak directly to your students about what they choose to do. It gives real-world examples of what being an entrepreneur is about as a very valuable, rewarding career option. It also isn't too hard to organize because we're here to help. We'll help coordinate with the schools and with the teachers and to facilitate the event to be one of the highlights of the year.
How can we get Silicon Valley Comes to the UK to come to our school?
If there are teachers that want to know more about it, they should email us, come to our website, and we'd be happy to help coordinate a fantastic event at your school.
How can we set the visits up to be the most successful that they can be?
The coordinators from Silicon Valley Comes to the UK and your teachers and schools will work together to make it really successful. But what the schools need to do is get a great venue, the school hall, or a big space where 100 students, 150 students could come in. We see this as a time to really inspire a whole year group, or if not the whole school.
Thank you so much for coming and talking to me about Silicon Valley Comes to the UK.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure speaking to you, and I'm so glad that you're interested in Silicon Valley Comes to the UK.